السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
Hi Fuad.
Hi, Shireen.
I think we can start, Fuad. What do you think?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Sarah is writing. She's general manager of organizing conference and exhibition. So let's start. I would like to welcome Fuad in our today's event, in our webinar. We have an interesting topic, and I want you, please, introduce yourself, Fuad. تفضل.
Thank you, Shireen, and thank you everyone for attending this session. My name is Fuad Tumert. I'm a director of Smart Operations and the head of product management at my current employer, which is Ubaikan Digital Solutions, U3EI, precisely. U3EI is just a recent platform that we built within Ubaikan, and then went to the market. My background: I studied mechanical engineering in Polytechnic School in Algeria. I worked with a local distributor of Toyota. So my second background is lean manufacturing, is Six Sigma and operational excellence. And then I joined manufacturing here in Saudi Arabia with Ubaikan. I worked in maintenance, in production, in manufacturing, in operations management, in operational excellence. Then I moved to a site transformation as a consultant, as a project manager also. I have also experience in organization design and performance control, in product management, and I'm a subject matter expert in digital transformation. Mainly, the main industries that I touched are automotive and FMCG with hands-on experience. But I do a lot of assessments within other industries such as food, dairy, oil and gas, and other industries. So I welcome everybody again to this session. I will cover a very important topic, which is the digital transformation and Industry 4.0 from my humble experience, because we have a lot of definitions in there, and I will try to emphasize these definitions and to understand the difference between digital transformation, the Industry 4.0, digitalization, all these technologies. So this is the agenda. I will cover the definitions. I will talk about the digital transformation Industry 4.0, how it has been accelerated. I will give examples on the impact on different industries and sectors. I will talk about the digital transformation and its focus areas, the digital transformation journey, how we do a successful digital transformation, digital transformation dimensions, what we cover when we do digital transformation, a digital transformation versus Industry 4.0. After all these definitions and terminologies, we will understand what is the digital transformation versus the Industry 4.0. I will talk about the data-driven decision-making, how the digital transformation is enabling the decision-making process. I will show some case studies with the benefits or the outcomes, considering that I've been part of these projects. I will talk about the challenges and the opportunities that we face when we do a digital transformation. And finally, some advices or recommendations to have a successful transformation in any organization. So let's start with the definition. When we talk about the Industry 4.0, it is simply the fourth revolution of the fourth industrial revolution. It refers to an ongoing automation and digitization of manufacturing processes and systems. It is combining the physical processes and technologies such as IoT, AI, big data analytics, cloud computing to achieve higher efficiencies, to achieve flexibility, agility, and to achieve the concept of smart factory. It is also the foundation for the value chain digitalization, end-to-end value chain digitalization, to increase productivity and customizations and innovate within the processes and within the organization. So this is a brief history about the Industrial Revolution. So everyone knows that we are at the fourth revolution. So the first revolution was about mechanization, the water power, the steam power, and then we integrated the electricity in assembly lines and different other production lines to have a mass production. So we accelerated the production process. The third industrial revolution knew the integration of the electronics and the software, the computer, into the industry to have automations and controls, so that we are talking here about controllers. And the fourth industrial revolution, it is about the cyber physical systems, the IoT networks, the cloud. So it is the data extraction and the enablement of the decision-making process through the data. So getting all the insight, converting all the data from the devices, from the machines, into meaningful information to enable the decision-making process. And today we are talking again about the mass customization and cyber-physical human intelligence, the cognitive systems, which is the fifth industrial revolution going on with the new trend of AI mainly.
So before you move,
So
someone
the
is
key
asking, yes, that what is the main difference between Industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0? Just if you can explain it quickly.
Yeah, sure. I will try to simplify it. The Industry 1.0 is the revolution. So the first time human used the mechanical systems to produce. And then these mechanical systems have been enabled by the steam power, by the water power, or by manual, let's say, people were using it manually. And then the introduction of electricity in the industry accelerated. So we became faster in terms of production. So this is the second revolution, and we call it a mass production. So we moved from the first revolution to the second revolution, had the mass production. And then we introduced the controllers and the softwares to the machines in order to have a control and increase the productivity. Then in the fourth revolution, we started connecting these equipments and these devices and extracting data for decision making. So we started measuring the efficiency, we started measuring the quality level, we started extracting all the data and using it for the daily decision making within operations. And today we're applying a layer of AI in order to close the loop, which is the new revolution now, which is the fifth revolution. Did I answer the question?
Thank you.
Welcome. Then we have some technologies that drove the Industry 4.0 and accelerated it. We're talking about Internet of Things, big data analytics, the cloud computing, the cybersecurity or cyber physical systems, the ER/VR, the additive manufacturing or 3D printing, the blockchain technology, the autonomous robots, the edge computing, the artificial intelligence and machine learning. I would say that the most important or the key technologies that really accelerated the fourth revolution are the Internet of Things, the big data analytics, the cloud computing, and the AI and machine learning. Now, let's see give a brief, let's say, definition of each one for people to understand what is Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is the technology of connecting devices. So before we were talking about connecting people, so people are connected through the internet. And now here with the IoT, we are connecting machines and connecting devices. And this allowed to gather and exchange data between machines to enable a real-time monitoring and to have full control on the process. As for big data analytics, it involves extracting insights from large and complex data sets. We are talking here about time series data. And we're talking about creating data lakes to enable the next step. This is to be used for monitoring and optimizations of all the value chain. We're talking about production, about quality, about the product itself, about all the aspects in operations. The cloud computing is the infrastructure provided as a scalable storage. So we moved from the edge storage to the cloud storage with microservices to allow the computing to happen in the cloud. So it is enabling companies to store and process large volumes with an efficient speed. I mean, in terms of speed, so the data is sent to cloud efficiently and with a cost effective manner. Then the artificial intelligence and the machine learning they are the technologies that empower the machines to learn from the data and adapt to new inputs. And from that, you create a machine learning, and then a decision making and automated decision making with the AI. So the AI is allowing really to close the loop and move from just the real-time monitoring to a predictive and prescriptive manner. So before defining the digital transformation, I would like to define certain terminologies that are used in this industry. So we're talking about digitization. The digitization is converting the analog information into a digital format. And the digitalization, an example of digitization is like you are scanning a hard copy to have it as a soft copy. So in industry or in manufacturing, it is about getting your the forms used usually, or the manual reports that operators or supervisors are filling every day, you get it into a digital screen where you can store this and use it for the machine learning. It is about using the digital technologies to change the business model, which means that now, instead of capturing, we will automate the data capturing. It's about connecting and automating the data. This is the digitalization. And then we have another terminology, which is digital initiatives. Digital initiatives refers to strategic projects or efforts undertaken by organizations in order to leverage digital technologies and capabilities to achieve a specific objective. So we're talking here about projects. We're talking about initiatives within an organization. However, a digital transformation is full integration of technology into all aspects of an organization. We are talking here about a full transformation within the organization. So you cannot dissociate the organization from this digital transformation. And fundamentally changing how it operates. So you're talking about a new way of operating the business. And this is why we're talking about new business models. When you do a digital transformation, it's a new way. You need to redesign and reimagine or reshape the full process, including the organization. This is the digital transformation, and it is there to achieve or to streamline processes, to improve efficiency, enhance customer experience, and create completely a new way of running the business. This is a digital transformation. The technology advancements accelerated the digital transformation in Industry 4.0 through solutions and infrastructures. So if we look at the connectivity, we are getting higher and higher speed. Look at 23 years ago, 24 years ago, we were at 10 megabytes per second, and today we are talking about gigabytes per second, thanks to the 5G. And I'm sure that the 6G is coming soon. So connectivity is exponentially evolving. We have a huge infrastructure in terms of satellites. We're talking here about 4,000, 5,000 satellites around the Earth, which is a huge, it consists a huge infrastructure for the connectivity. The connectivity is exponentially evolving, and you see here that it is expected in the coming years to have the full population, the whole population of the globe, all connected to the internet network. It means that just in the few recent years, we have 4.2 billion new people connected to the internet, and this will be achieved by 2025, expected to be achieved in 2025. The cost of technology and ownership, we are talking about a very affordable cost today. If we talk about the storage, if we talk about the bandwidth, cost performance, and look at the cost of launching an internet tech startup. It used to be $5 million 20 years ago, 23 years ago. And today, with less than $4,000, you can launch your start in internet tech startup. So the cost of business ownership dropped drastically, and thanks to the demonetization and democratization of the technology. So technology today is becoming a commodity, and it is becoming also affordable by anyone. The connectivity level in terms of machine connectivity and in terms of devices. In 2020, we had 20 billion connected devices with 1 trillion sensors. And it is expected to reach 500 billion plus connected devices and machines with 100 trillion sensors in 2030. So this is how IoT really is evolving exponentially. So we're going from connecting people into connecting devices and machines. And it is expected by 2025 to achieve $6.2 trillion as a new economic value generated from this connectivity. So the adoption of the digital transformation and the Industry 4.0 is very wide within different industries and sectors. Businesses are being reshaped with the digital transformation. I will give here some examples in some sectors of or some industry sectors how the sector have been impacted by the digital transformation. In manufacturing sector, for example, the implementation of smart factories, of the systems enabled by IoT, or the IoT enabling the whole supply chain, the implementation of the predictive maintenance. This had a huge impact in terms of productivity, reduction in downtime, enhanced the quality control. Another example in transportation and logistics. So we have the adoption of autonomous vehicles, real-time tracking, and predictive analytics for route optimization. And this increased the efficiency, reduced the cost, and improved safety in transportation and logistics operations. We have also the retail and e-commerce. The e-commerce today, everybody is doing shopping on his mobile. So the mobile shopping experience is there for everyone, and it is enabled with AI in order to enhance the customer engagement and target. We are moving into a targeted marketing, and it streamlined the operations. In financial services, we have a huge shift towards the digital banking. So fintech innovations and blockchain-based solutions, and this improved customer experience, and it made transactions really faster, and it enhanced also the cybersecurity. In education, the integration of online learning platforms or virtual classrooms and adaptive learning technologies, it expanded access to education, personalized the learning experience, and it gave a lifelong learning opportunities to everyone. In healthcare, the adoption of electronic health records, telemedicine, and remote patient monitoring improved patient and the care, personalized treatment, enhanced efficiency in healthcare delivery, and we saw that during the COVID crisis. So the digital transformation is not only a technological shift, but it's a full reimagining of the how the industries operate and deliver the value. So embracing digital innovation is essential for all organizations to grow in the rapidly evolving digital economy. And considering all what we said, if we try to summarize the focus areas of digital transformation, these are the four areas where digital transformation is really giving impact. We're talking about productivity, we're talking about customer experience, we're talking about employee engagement, and a new business model. For productivity, the efficiency, productivity is about efficiency and representing how the tasks are accomplished effectively to maximize the resource utilization. We're talking about cost, we're talking about quality, and we're talking about all the improvements that are impacting the productivity. In customer experience, it is how the customer benefits from the internal transformation and how it is conveyed to the customer. So it is about the customer's perception to the transformation happened internally, and how he's getting value out of this transformation. Engagement is about how the employees really got engaged and how they own this transformation within an organization. And we said that a digital transformation, you cannot dissociate the organization from it. So this is a new, completely new experience for employees, and getting them engaged emotionally to invest and be committed to their work. This is something that the digital transformation is bringing into life or into the activities within the organization. A new business model, and we said, is how you reshape the full business process and how you do it differently from the analog way. So it is not only about digitizing or digitalizing the process, but it is also redesigning the process and do it differently. And as we say, a different experience will lead to a different result. And this is how you get really a value out of a digital transformation. Let's talk about the digital transformation journey. We used to think that we need just get connected. So connecting machines through IoT and extract data to be used on digital solutions, and then get insights out of this data through dashboards and through actionability to do or to activate the continuous improvement, and then apply the AI layer and get some optimizations out of it. However, there is very important step in the beginning, which is the get organized. What is get organized? The get organized is adopting the right processes with the best practices from global standards. So you need to have the right processes, the right procedures, and be ready for this digital transformation. Because when you ask the question what to digitize or what to digitalize, you need to have at least in place the processes. And then when you get connected, you are ready and you know what you want as data. However, getting connected here is not only connecting machines, but also connecting the processes, connecting the legacy systems, connecting people. It is very important. We say that people are the best asset in an organization. Why? Because they have knowledge, they have experience. So this experience that people are having and this knowledge that people are having should be part of the ecosystem. It should be part of the database. So if we talk about AI, for example, the successful models of AI are the ones combining time series data from machines and devices and the input from people. Because when you have an operator, for example, operating a machine for several years, he knows the machine better than anyone, even better than the manufacturer. So all his input should be part of the database and should be considered for the get optimized phase, which is the AI part. And then getting insights. Getting insights is through insightful and actionable dashboards enabling the decision making. So here we will move from the subjective decision making into objective decision making, enabled with all the insights coming from this get connect phase. And then the get optimize is about applying the AI ML for improvements and optimizations and co-piloting. We have different dimensions that the digital transformation is covering. We're talking about technological innovation. It is about embracing new technologies such as AI and IoT, cloud computing and automation to enhance the efficiency and create new opportunities. We are talking about cultural shift. It is about fostering a culture of innovation, agility, and continuous learning to adapt to digital changes and empower employees. We have the customer experience, enhancing the customer experience journey through digital channels, personalized interactions, and seamless experiences. The data utilization, leveraging data analytics and insights to make informed decisions, improve processes, and predict future trends. So here, use the data to make decisions and use data to close the loop as well. It is also impacting or having another dimension, which is a business model evolution. And we just explained it is about transforming the traditional business models to align with digital trends. So it's a completely new way of running the business, creating new revenue streams and value propositions. Operational efficiency. So definitely, it impacts the efficiency and the productivity and optimize internal processes and workflows. We have also partnerships and ecosystems. It's the collaboration with external partners, startups, and industry ecosystems to drive innovation and acceleration and accelerating the digital initiatives. It's about creating and being part of the ecosystem. And today, you cannot dissociate yourself from what is happening outside. And by connecting, by being part of the this ecosystem, huge benefits will get back to you in terms of business value. The digital transformation leads to Industry 4.0 with the cultural shift. So if you remember the definitions that we had, a digital transformation and the Industry 4.0, how we can connect these two terminologies, we have a cultural shift in between. And that redesigns the business model to enable the data-driven decision-making and operational excellence culture. If I try to summarize it in this example, so we have the digitization and the digitalization. If you remember, digitization is moving from an analog way of recording data to a digital way of recording data, and then automating the process, automating the data is the digitalization. This can be digital initiatives, and digital initiatives are the projects that are that you launch in any organization to achieve certain results. Then all this can take you to the to be part of the Industry 4.0, and adding to it the technological innovation, the process redesign, the new business model or reshaping completely business, in addition to the cultural shift. This is very important. The culture of the organization should really change in order to achieve finally the digital transformation. So this combination will take you to the digital transformation. Then how the data, how the decision making is enabled by the data. So this is usually the process of data capturing. We are talking about data collection. So here enabled by the IoT, and the data integration is about the storage, is about cleaning data, storing data, creating data lakes, and then data analysis. You have you can enable it with the EI visualization, getting insights from this data, so converting everything into insightful and actionable dashboards. This is enabling and taking really the process into another level, which is the data-driven decision making. Then supported by the cultural shift. This is very important in order to have a full digital transformation. And from this automation or the data-driven decision making, you can achieve an iterative and agile process. And this is very important to survive in any business ecosystem. And today, the companies, they need this digital transformation. They need this data-driven decision-making in order to be agile, especially when you have huge names as suppliers and big names as customers. So if you are in the middle, you will be smashed if you are not agile and flexible. In addition to that, this is how digital transformation enables the continuous improvement process and takes you to the operational excellence level. So digital transformation empowers organizations to harness the power of data to drive innovation, improve efficiency, and stay competitive in today's rapidly evolving business landscape. I have here some real examples of as case studies. Yeah. These are some examples and case studies I've been involved in. So here the challenges that we had is about lack of visibility into operations and assets, enabled to identify challenges in real time, resulting into OEE losses and limited capacity, struggle to adapt to frequent changes in schedules, imposed by the business environment because it's a discrete manufacturing. The excessive operator manual data entry impacted the productivity, the ownership, and the accountability challenges. Then we have what we did in order to deploy a solution. So we reviewed the current IoT landscape. We deployed solutions providing features that enabled the continuous improvement activities, provided a real-time operational intelligence with end-to-end traceability and product genealogy, helped to digitize the operational processes and close the loop with root cause analysis and action plans, provide insights for the decision making. And as key deployments, we monitor and control asset view to maximize the efficiencies and minimize operating costs, improved the planning and forecast inventory through the visibility and the rough cut capacity planning, digitize the processes and link them to the roles, RACI metrics, which is responsible, accountable, consult, and inform. Meeting management, which is an organizational change, gathering people around the data and having their input part of the database. Integrate legacy systems, very important. Provide the status of the ongoing manufacturing operations. The result is that we got significant improvements in terms of benefit. So we implemented certain first for production management, for quality management, for productivity, for the IoT and connectivity systems and integration. The KPIs deployment and management, this is where you create the ownership through a RACI metrics. Performance management features, lean analytical tools such as root cause analysis, but on digital screens to allow the knowledge of people to go to the same database and combine it later with the time series data captured from machines. And through all this, we got significant improvements in OEE, 11 points increase in OEE, 12 points reduction in downtime, 100% elimination of all the paper in the shop floor, 9% improvement in delivery performance, operational lowered by 10%. Then we created the visibility across all levels, detailed insights on downtime, like the MTDR, MTBF, OEE, in order to feed the operational excellence activities and continuous improvement, enable the optimization of the scheduling. In addition to that, I can share some other case studies. I think some other case studies related to liquid packaging, related to commercial printing, related to rigid plastic industry. These are the numbers that we got through a full digital transformation following the journey that has been explained. As you can see, we have a huge impact the productivity, resulting into an increase in top line, an increase in the reduction in cost, and an increase in the profit as well. In addition to that, a full transformation happened to the organization in terms of culture. If we look at the opportunities and the challenges that we have legacy systems integration. This is one of the challenges that we have when we implement a digital transformation, or when we implement a solution in manufacturing or any industry. So integrating new digital technologies with the existing legacy systems can be complex and costly, requiring careful planning and coordination. The data security and privacy with the increase of digitization, we have also the risk, which is increasing the risk of data breaches and privacy concerns. The organizations must implement robust cybersecurity measures to protect sensitive information. Skills gap. There is often a shortage of talents with the necessary skills to implement and manage a digital transformation. So here you need a full upskilling and reskilling initiatives, which are essential to bridge the gap. The change management, and this is a very hot topic. So you have usually a resistance to the change within the organization that you need to manage. We have every compliance. So this compliance is evolving regulations, the standards. So you have a lot of things also that you need to consider in order to comply with the regulations. Then we have the cost and the ROI. This is another challenge. So digital transformation initiatives require significant investment in technology sometimes and the infrastructure. Calculating and realizing the return on investment is a challenge, and this is needed by any organization, because usually the decision making relies on the ROI. The interoperability. So here we need to ensure in the seamless interoperability between different digital systems and platforms is essential for maximizing the efficiency and avoiding sold data and processes. Then we have the data quality and governance. So data quality, we're talking about accuracy of data, maintaining data quality and establishing effective data governance practices and are critical for deriving accurate insights and making informed decisions. This is also crucial. The cultural resistance. So here we are talking about the culture of the organization, overcoming the cultural resistance to change and fostering digital first mindset throughout the organization can be a major hurdle in successful digital transformation efforts. I find personally that these three are the most critical ones, especially when we talk about the skills gap. Here, if you don't have the organization ready for the digital transformation, you are just planning to fail, because it will not be adopted, it will not be really driven by the people in the shop floor. And the change management also, I think this is what we face in any transformation happening in any organization, and the cultural resistance. So the focus should be on these three in order really to have a successful digital transformation. Then, if I can give some advices or recommendations to have a successful transformation, this will be, first of all, having a vision. We should not do anything without having a vision. What do we want really to solve? What is the problem that we want to solve? Where do we want to go? What is the next step? We should have a vision, and this vision should be deployed and owned by the organization. So it should not remain at the top level. This is not a CEO vision, but the organization vision. So it should be deployed, it should be measured, and it should be owned by everyone. And it should be, you should apply the PDCA cycle, where at every time, at every stage, you need to review and you need to measure the success of this vision towards along all the activities that you are doing in this within this transformation. Then, business requirements and gap analysis. You need to do a digital transformation from the business point of view, not from technology. Many people, they get software and they push it into the business, and a big failure is happening. Why? Because simply we're in a push mode. The business maybe is not really requiring all this. The business is not requiring all the features, or the business is not requiring the outcome of this software that is pushed into the operations. So here you need to start from a business point of view. What are the challenges? What are the opportunities that you have in your business, and gather all the requirements and do the gap. So the digital system should fulfill the gap and provide the requirements, and in order to achieve what we said, the productivity, the customer experience, the people engagement, and reshaping of the business model. Solutions rather than software. So here, as I introduced it in the business requirement, when you pick up a solution, think about a solution that will really provide a value. It's not just a software, ready-made software that you push and you digitalize your process. But here is a solution for the business. You need to impact, and you need to have in return a business value. So when you choose a solution, usually a mistake which is happening, that everybody is thinking about the IoT and the EI. So these are two layers. In between, this is the solution that you need to have. Your solution should fit really your business requirements, and should fit the gap that you have in your the gap analysis, the gap that you have in your business. And then the IoT is just an enabler for data collection, and the EI, it comes on top of a foundation. So your solution should be a foundation for the EI and machine learning. Then organization and change management. So you need to look at your organization, and you need to manage the change carefully. Part of it is the training, the vision, deployment. So you need to get everybody really part of this transformation. If you do it from the top, it will fail. The organization will not adopt it. So the secret here is that when you start a transformation, you start also with it, the transformation of the organization, and you manage the change parallel. So you need to make sure that the organization, the whole organization, is part of this transformation in order to manage the change properly. And then you have the organization upskilling. You need to create trainings, and you need to upgrade the skills, reskilling and upskilling. So people should start thinking, because it's completely new business model. We said that digital transformation, one of the outcomes is new business model. So the organization should be ready, and everyone should know that this transformation will lead to a completely new business model, a completely new way of managing the business. So they should be part of this new business model. So the only way is to upskill and reskill. So it is very important to look at the organization when you do a digital transformation. So to summarize, the digital transformation is not only connected machines, is not only IoT, is not only being part of the Industry 4.0 by connecting machine and having dashboards, but it's a full transformation happening at the organization from the top to the shop floor. Creating the ownership is very important. Upskilling the organization is very important. Managing the change is very important. Having a vision for it is very important. And having the ownership as well is very important. So ownership should be created through measures, through KPIs, and accountability should be there as well in order to achieve a successful transformation. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm ready to receive your questions, if any.
Thank you very much for the very informative session. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Someone is writing to you, they think you look awesome. Okay. So if anyone has a question, please write it. So let me ask you first question, Engineer Fuad. From your practical experience, what is the biggest
Yes.
challenge? What is the biggest challenge to digital transformation? Is it business understanding? Is it budget? Is it management? Is it team? Is it machines? Is it technology?
The biggest the biggest challenge is not at all the technology. Technology today is a commodity, and selecting a technology relies on understanding really the business process. So for me, the biggest challenge first is to understand the need, to understand the business requirements and the gap. So this is the biggest thing. And the second one, I cannot dissociate it. And this will be when you start implementing. When you start implementing is the change management, the organization and change management. So these are the two biggest challenges that you usually face when you do a digital transformation.
Someone is asking you, if you consider digital transformation is a project, how long does it take?
A digital transformation as a project will be only a digital initiative. It's not a digital transformation. So digital transformation journey, it is a continuous journey, by the way. It is, you have a first phase, then you have a second phase, a third phase, fourth phase. It is an endless journey. This is a transformation. But if you want to have an idea how long it takes to have like a digitalization project or initiative, it can be weeks and months. Today, with the solutions that we have or the technology evolvement that we have reached, you can achieve in few months. You will start value from your initiative. Another question?
Yes, someone is asking you how to deal with anti-corruption, transparency. Is digital transformation suitable for every society?
For sure, it is suitable and it is a must today. Now we said it that cybersecurity is evolving, the risk is evolving, but also the solutions are evolving with. So these are the challenges that will never end for human. And maybe in the future the AI will reinforce the cybersecurity. I think that the increase in risk we have, in the other hand, an increase in the cybersecurity technology. So it will be contained. But the digital transformation today is a must. And we said that a digital transformation will take you to a data-driven decision making. And why you need the data-driven decision making? In order to ensure an agile and iterative process and the continuous improvement, to enable also the continuous improvement. Why you need to be agile and flexible? Because the market is changing every time. And you saw, we have examples how companies and big names disappeared suddenly from the ecosystem. Why? Because they were not agile. So if you want to survive and to have a business continuity, you need to transform and you need to have a digital transformation in place. Another question?
Someone's writing to you. Thank you, Engineer Fuad, for the informative session. I wonder if it's possible to have a practical workshop, our digital transformation workshop in manufacturing industry, since you have the expertise in this field.
Yeah, you're welcome through Symbios. Why not?
Yes, we usually do digital transformation workshops, and we are happy to support everyone and to have you and have others as speakers. So I think now we came to the end of the session.
Great.
So we would like to thank you, and we appreciate what you have shared today. Okay. So
Thank you, Sherry.
thank you very much. And we thank everyone who participated with us and
Shireen
shared
and
their questions. And here is just a simple certification of appreciation. So we thank you, and we will send it to you via email.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone attending. Thank you.